Hey, Tide fans, I'm out here still looking over fall practice film for our guys at the University of Alabama Crimson Tide. And I just want to remind everybody that I will go live 15 to 30 minutes after the game just so we can celebrate together. So please join me. But while I was out here doing this research on our 2024 season, I saw an old friend of ours, Manti. He was on one of the Talking Head shows, and things started out one way and they ended up another. And let's take a look, and maybe you can write them and cheer them up or something, because I don't think it was supposed to go like this. Were they wrong? Let me know in the comment. Also, like and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you'll know when I drop another one about the University of Alabama Crimson Tide.
Back with Manti. He's back on Good Morning Football. Good morning, Manti.
Good morning, guys. Good morning.
Good morning, man.
Yo, what up, bud? What's up, brother? Happy Aloha Friday, everybody. I told you.
Aloha Friday. Yeah.
I'm going to come in with my Aloha wear.
Yeah.
Happy Aloha Friday to my Good Morning Football.
Thank you.
Yeah, it looks good too, man. That green color looks good on you,
Thank
too.
you. You know, again, my wife, I had a tan one. She said it blends too much with your skin. She's like, you need to go a little darker. So I was like, I'm with it.
What's her name?
Jovi.
She's got taste. Jovi
got
does.
some taste.
You bring your stuff out. She says, no, I can do you one better. She sends you back in, and then she gets you right.
Yes, they say happy wife, happy life. I was like, yes, ma'am. I went, changed, came back out. She's like, better. Let's go.
All right. You don't have to tell us when you pick your own outfit. You don't have to let us
When he
know.
graduates.
Yeah. Well, when you see just a plain black tee on with some gym
you.
shorts, that's me.
That's you. Okay.
That's easy.
All right, cool. So, Manti, you were on yesterday for just a baby segment, a baby part of season. And now you're here for 3 hours. So, Manti, you played 8 seasons in the NFL. But here's the thing. What I remember you as is your Notre Dame time, what a lot of you remember you as. You played in a national championship against Alabama.
Yeah.
What happened?
Ooh.
Thank you, Jamie, for bringing.
Walk us through that experience.
Thank you for bringing up a very dark moment in my history.
Jesus Christ.
I do remember this. We were playing at the Hard Rock Cafe Stadium, Miami Dolphins Stadium. And for people that don't know anything about that stadium, there's only one tunnel. So both teams come out of the tunnel. We were the #1 ranked team in the country that year, so we're the home team. We came out of our locker room first. Alabama hadn't come out of their locker room yet. So everybody stopped us at the tunnel and said, hey, you have to wait. You have to wait until Alabama comes out. Wow. So I'm one of the captains. I'm in front of all my guys. Alabama hasn't come out yet. My guys are hyped. They're loud. They're doing their thing, right? And I have when I'm in game day mode, I see things, but I don't. I'm kind of just in my own little zone. Alabama's locker room door opens and they start running out, right? And they're going out. And I do remember this very vividly. My soon-to-be teammate, DJ Fluker, and Chance Warmack come running out of the locker room with their jerseys
tucked underneath.
No, it's up. Their big bellies are out.
Oh.
And they have their fours up. And I remember DJ going by and saying, womp, 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 womp. And I remember vividly remembering the silence behind me. And I kind of glanced back at my teammates, and the eyes on them were so large, I knew at that time, I was like, all right, this is going to be a long day.
Oh, no.
To my guys' credit, they never flinched. But let me tell you guys, when we played the Alabama team in 2013, there was a difference. There was a difference with those Bama boys, I will say that. And obviously the game didn't end the way we wanted it to. We got
hammered.
We got hammered.
Yeah, hammered. Yeah.
And I tried to erase it from my mind, but thanks, Jamie.
No,
I replays those.
I wanted to rip the Band-Aid off, I guess. I don't know. I feel terribly. Because we all have we're so lucky that we get people like this at the table. And it's like football vomit on them. Like, oh, just tell me about this, please. Like, because I'm so curious about it. But for you to take it all the way back to before the game even started is remarkable, for you to have that sense.
That's the beauty about football, though. I strongly believe that on the defensive side of the football, there is a fear factor. And that's where some of these rules that we're kind of implementing now, it kind of takes that away from the defensive player. For somebody like me, who I'm not that fast, but the only way that I can make a 4-3 player run slower is if on his mind, when he's running that drag route, he's like, I better watch out for that Mike linebacker that's waiting for me. You know, you talk about Tom Brady. Tom Brady has said this many times. When he's played Ray Lewis and the Ravens, he had to account for 52 in the middle. He knew that a lot of their plays across the middle were out of the playbook. And so those type of feelings, those type of interactions, that's what I miss about the game of football. And when we ran out there in 2013, there was definitely a pre-game intimidation factor that was, I wasn't used to being on that end of that factor. I was used to being the one when our team came out, we was the intimidators. But that day it was like, okay, this is a little different.
Yeah.
Well, if anyone doesn't remember the game really well, it's very possible you turn it off in the second half. Sorry, Manti. This is one of these Nick Saban, A.J. McCarron teams, but they got Amari Cooper's on this team. C.J. Mosley is on this team. They got the guys that you know. But here's what I think is interesting, Manti, is we just showed this amazing video of you walking out. You guys were no babe in the woods. Like, you guys been in a bunch of big games. This is a very high-profile Notre Dame teams on national television every single week. They have a Heisman finalist at linebacker. What was the difference? Because you've been against big teams, big opponents, big stadiums. Why was the Alabama so different from anybody else that you'd played and beaten that year?
Well, I think there's a difference between Nick Saban team during the season and a Nick Saban team that has 3 weeks to prepare for you. I remember going into that game and hearing McCarron check. It was almost like when I played Peyton Manning. He was checking every single play. Based on our front, I kind of figured it out by the end of the third quarter, but by then the game was already over, what they were doing. Based on our front, it was either going to be an outside zone or an inside zone. It was that simple. We ran a 3-4 defense. We had the zero technique where the nose guard was right in front of the center. And we had 2-4 techniques where I had Stephon Tuitt and Captain Lewis Moore that were head up on the tackles. This is where it's different. Alabama had a first-round pick named Chance Warmack, who went to Tennessee, who was their guard. Behind him was Eddie Lacy, who went to the Green Bay Packers. T.J. Yeldon was the one who would come in and spare him. So it was literally, Akbar, you would appreciate this, an Oklahoma drill for 60 minutes for me and Carla Calabrese. It was not fun with that. So it was one of those things for me, that game. There was definitely a difference. Again, for my guys, I'm proud of them because they didn't flinch. We went out there and we played our best, but we definitely knew that there was a difference that game.
I'm going to come in and save you. That's what my last name actually means. Big man, come save me. So I'm going to come in and save you because, I mean, they coming in hard about your college career.
All right, Akbar.
I want to flip.